Shalom, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of Loving and Living the Word from YeshuaSquare.com. So this is a slightly longer verse than normally. So I just put on my glasses to read it. And it's from Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel 34, verse 1 to verse 16. Okay, so I'm going to read it now. It's slightly longer, as I said, than normal, but it's important, and it really impacted me when I read it. So we're going to read it. Okay. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God unto the shepherds, Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. The diseased have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. And they were scattered, because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was shattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd. Neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock. Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves any more, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them. For thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep, and will deliver them out of the places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. And I will bring them out from the people, and gather them from the countries, and will bring them to their own land, and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers, and in all the inhabited places of the country. I will feed them in a good pasture, and upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. There shall they lie in a good fold, and in a fat pasture that they feed upon the mountains of Israel. I will feed my flock, and I will cause them to lie down, saith the Lord God. I will seek that which was lost, and bring again that which was driven away, and will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. Okay, so folks, that's very much for me, an interpretation of that is basically God being very angry with the shepherds, and the shepherds in the modern day world that we live in today are the pastors of the world. And there's some fantastic pastors out there who do fantastic work with churches and stuff, but there's some absolutely awful ones who shut down home groups, who don't worship God, who don't look after the flock. And this is all talking about the shepherds who do not look after their flocks, who do not heal the sick, who do not, basically look after the people that God has given them. And there's huge judgment on the house of God at the moment. And God is changing the whole system of church at the moment as we know it. He's bringing it back to more authenticity and purity as he wants holiness. And he's taking down a lot of churches because a lot of the people that are in positions were never called to be pastors in the first place. And they're calling themselves pastors. And this is a really dangerous thing to do, because a pastor is a very unique position given by the Lord. It's a shepherd. He or she is a shepherd to the flock. And it's a very unique position to be given to somebody by God. And it's not for everybody. Not everybody is called to be a pastor. Okay, there's God gives specific gifts to specific people to do specific things. So this is a rebuke in Ezekiel to the pastors, and God is basically saying that he's going to deal with them. And this is exactly what's happening right now in the churches right across the world. Is God is giving a rebuke and a judgment to the pastors for their failure, basically, and not upholding the role of shepherd that God has given them. And as I said, there's some fantastic pastors out there who are just wonderful and do absolutely wonderful things for God. But sadly, a lot of people in positions calling themselves pastors were never called to be a pastor ever, and they're calling themselves pastors, and God knows this. So they're accountable to God for that, and for letting the sheep go astray. That's the flock go astray, and not healing them, and not counseling them, and not being there for them. But you know, God knows the heart of each person. So it's up to each person who is in the role of a pastor to look at themselves and see, does this verse apply to them? All right, God bless you for now. Have a great day. Bye-bye.